Guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be a get with me. So of course we got power. So yay, we didn't get as bad as everybody said it was. I kind of figured that we wasn't going to. Snow is basically, if you want to put a car wise, it's not even close to a car. I swear Ethan got more snow on him than we got on the thing, but whatever. Ethan's my little car. So yeah, I had to close last night, take his little butt home. Mom's going psychopath thinking that slippery as hell, and Ethan's like do like kind of like Griswold going down the freaking thing. Okay, not a little bit still, like cutie pie. So yeah, one of my coworkers was like, "Make sure you get up because you have two-wheel drive." I was like, I got a snow car that loves this shit." He's like, "No, he's not four-wheel drive. He's a two." I was like, "Doesn't mean he doesn't like the snow." But yeah, I have a crazy car that loves this kind of weather. It's like my white Taurus. He loved this shit. He was a little nut. Okay, so I'm slapping some of my stick. Try to stick on. I'm getting close to using this guy up, so yay. I did finish up one the other day. So yay, goody. I might just use this one for now. So yeah. So I kind of want to talk about is people being called the it gore or the that gore or whatever kind of gore they want to be. And the host thing is that they want to get up early, which is nothing wrong. It's like nothing wrong getting up at stinking do you thing. You have kids, you gotta get them ready for school, that type of thing. So the whole purpose of them saying they're that gore is kind of, in my opinion, kind of ridiculous because we do, if you look up like routine from them, we do that routine every freaking day. We get up, we make a bed, we do get some coffee. If you like coffee, we do that, that type of shit. So classifying as basically what we do every day. But what gets to the point is that they have to like, oh, you need this to be that girl. You have to have this to be that girl. You have to, that type of thing. And that's the point that gets kind of, in my opinion, ridiculous. And of course, you have to have that hair, which is, in no opinion, it's not my kind of hair. I'm like, straight hair is never going to have curly hair. Curly hair is never going to have straight hair. Not that going to happen. Yes, curly hair can make your hair straight, but we're not going to have the silky smooth kind of hair. It's not in our genetics. Not going to happen. So yeah. And the problem is, the sad part is that people are saying they are basically, oh, you're lazy because you don't have it. And it's another way of just basically, in my opinion, that kind of like high school with cliques. If you're not that kind of popular, you're not considered that. I'm using I'm using Ciate, and they never work decently blending wise. So I'm kind of like, ugh. I'm trying to use a little bit of Dulce and whatever. So hang on. All right, now I'm going to switch over to Laura Geller because I already used that dark purple, and I kind of don't want to use dark brown. Those Ciate shadows I don't like at all. I'm temping on just basically, I'm not sure if I want to keep the brown, but the burgundies and whatever, and just throw in a blush and call it a day. Like put all the, I don't know if I'm going to do that yet. They're just hard to blend in my opinion. Okay. So kind of, let me do that out of camera. Okay, that's a smidge bit better. Damn. Ciate, I was going to use those shadows and they suck. But yeah. So now I'm just going to use kind of like bluish. See how well this works. From the Hard Candy palette, I believe. The big ones. So I'm temping on just freaking making those mattes. And as long as I use the mattes like together, they're fine. But if I use them with different shadows, they don't blend. Okay, I was trying to use it with my dosing. That didn't work out. So there's that. We do skincare, whatever, off camera. Alright, so the serum I use is actually from Mary Kay. It has a sample of it. So yeah, I got a little bit left, so I'm going to see how well I like it. It's like a very powdery finish kind of a thing. So yeah. I get all the people talking BS saying how I got fallout of my fucking face. It's just when I touch my skin, it gets a little touchy. It's a little wet. So they stupid. But yeah. So the same old moisturizer, and of course the same old, not old, but the same ones I've been using. These guys from Makeup Revolution, and of course the Laura Mercier. Okay, so there's the face. Next, I'm going to do some foundation. And I'm just going to use this guy with a mix of, here's my Laura Geller. These three. So, because SPF. It's not like I'm going anywhere. I'm staying inside, but what the hell. But sometimes, yes. Because I don't like serum foundations. Not my cup of tea. So why did I buy this? Don't ask. It's Too Faced. So of course I had to buy Too Faced, right? But yeah, now I'm kind of like, I want to use up. So anyways, the whole purpose of the stupid That Girl thing is basically to improve yourself. I guess you want to call it. I watch a few channels of it, and after kind of, like glow up or whatever you want to call it. And the funny part is they only do glow ups once a week. So I'm like, okay, they get their nails redone, they get their hair, hair record or whatever the frick they do. So realistically, they don't do it every day. They do touch, like touch ups, which is nothing wrong. We do it all the time, like have like a pamper routine, but they don't call it that. They don't call it like a pamper routine. Like you spend the day, you work on your roots, if you do your eyelashes, at home, the lips, the nails, that type of thing. It's a pamper routine. So we do that all the time. Most of us. Some of us, our lives are too busy to do that. Me, I never wear nail polish. I don't like it. I have never found a nail polish or a freaking top coat that stays on. Every time I wear a top coat, it peels right straight off. So I'm like, I don't even bother. I have nail polishes, but I use them for my toes. But speaking of, they need done. But yeah, because I have 2 toenails that have been injured because of Jason. So, yeah. And obviously, I do my roots on my own, which clearly I need to, but I don't want to do it in January. So I'm waiting to, of course, a time to do them that is not freaking cold. No one wants to do bleach roots in the cold. Yes, I got heat on and whatever. I could do that. Could I do my roots? Yes. Do I want to do it? Hell no. It's a dick because you got to like pull up. I've done it before, and I'm like, that's the last time I'm doing it because you have to stay in the back. I usually like have my heater on in the bathroom. Make sure my space heater is. It's not the funnest thing in the world. Put it that way. When the temperatures are in the digits and in the teens, not the funnest thing in the world. So that's why I like to do it in freaking December. So yeah, that's my growth from December. Not bad. Oh, I am so rocking Tim Curry's shirt. If you want to know how cute he is. Yeah, he's so cute, right? Anybody else love Tim Curry? But yeah. Anyways, the first one has always been my favorite. Courtesy of my molar. Anyways. So yes. So anyways, so that gore is kind of like you wake up at 5 o'clock, like I said, then you do your coffee. You make your bed, you do your coffee. And actually, the funny part is they don't even do it at the time they do it. There's one YouTuber that she was basically saying like how productive she is during the day or whatever. Then she basically goes, times don't match up. I'm like, if it's 5 o'clock in the morning, it's going to be freaking you know, dark in your apartment, yes, you can have your lights on, but you know, windows don't lie. And of course, as people, so they fake the times. They might get up at 7:30, you know, but even that, you know, it's not realistic. So the people that are actually getting up, or say they are not actually getting up what say they are. If that makes sense. Which then it kind of defeats the whole purpose because you're not technically that girl. They do yoga, they do gym, and they do all the shit every fucking day. Do they? Who knows? Realistically, probably not. It's not good on your body to do, like, say, exercise every fucking day. We need a time to, of course, our body needs time to recuperate. I'm using Tarte. So there's that. This is the Shape Tape Radiant, which is not as bad. It's not too bad. Do I need concealers like I need a hole in it? No. I want to go eventually to Ulta because my other bestie, she gave me a V-Day gift card to go to Ulta. She's so sweet. So yes, I have a little bit of a gift card. So eventually, I gotta see how bad the weather is tomorrow. So if the roads are better, my mom is like, as soon as it drips this tabby of snow, she panics. But she has her one car is a Milan. They have my dad's truck, my female truck, and my mom's newbie, which I could joke and call him a tomboy because my car is a tomboy. Thinks he's a boy and he's not, but he's a tomboy. Um, but yeah. And I tell my mom, keep Lizzie home. She's like, oh yeah, that car's not going anywhere. So anyways, enough about my sibling, my car siblings. The whole purpose of that gore kind of bullshit is kind of, in my opinion, I don't want to say obnoxious, but yes. Because it's basically fake, and this is kind of, in my opinion, fake life. Because realistically, you're not gonna get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, go do every single thing they say they do. No, yeah, don't forget to have. I'm like, don't they have jobs? I'm like, don't they have the perfect clean apartment and everything like that? Probably not. Do they fake it to make it look like that? Probably yes. And that's the whole thing. I'm like, they set up like, obviously they go in their living room or their bedroom, and it's obviously it's all picked up. So in a way, it's all staged. It's all staged to what they want, to the viewer's personality. But then it's kind of like looking bad on us because we don't do that. Hang on my nose. You can tell in my apartment, yes, people might be an ass and say, oh my God, you're filthy. But in a way, the people that are saying that or whatever are basically clean freaks, in my opinion. One of my exes that I used to hang out with, he is a clean freak. You can't have a blanket on thing without it. If you get up to go take a piss, he folds it up and sticks it back where it was. And I'm like, I'm coming back to go use it, you know? I brought my kid, when Lucius was younger, I brought him over in Cali. Callie is a shedder, so she sheds like crazy. Right now, she lives next door over that way, about 2 apartments over that way. Every time Callie moves, he takes out the little handheld and sweeps the freaking floor up. I'm like, don't you fucking just live yourself? I'm like, yes, you don't. And he's like, I'm not lazy. I'm not lazy. I'm like, no, you're just obsessed with cleaning. And that's how, in my opinion, they are. Is that they just obsess. They want to be like kind of like the perfect fucking lighting. Fuck save my videos up all the time because it looks patchy as fuck and it's not. Okay, so next I'm going to use, I'm not sure what I'm going to use for blush. I was trying to look for that Tarte guy, but because I know one of you guys was saying they pan a Tarte mini lipstick, and it was a Tarte lipstick, and it was a dickin' to pan. So hang on, I have no idea what the fuck is that. So I'm just going to use this guy right here, this little shadow stick. Like I said, I don't have too much left in it. It's a rosy brown, but the problem is that it's a little too pinkish. I might just flop it on. Sure what I mean. It doesn't translate good as bronzer. It's a little too, well, it works, but it doesn't, not to my kind of liking. I've tried this many times, and it's just like, I don't mind it, like using it as kind of like over bronzer stick. Like it works. Like obviously I can use it, but sometimes I just flop it on as a cheap one too, or as an eyeshadow stick. So I'm just gonna flip this more a little bit. Like it still works. It's just like I don't 100% love it. It's my one goal this year is to get these freaking eyeshadow sticks down. I'm like, get them out of my collection. So anyways, I am going to use this Glow Up blush. So yeah, I'm trying to see if he can squirt, which he probably won't. That's what she said. But yeah. I'm just going to flop that. It's a really baby pink. The only problem about these stupid wands from Dollar Tree, holy shit, I put too much, is that they do this. Hopefully you can see that little guy right there. Of course, it's not going to show up on camera very good, so I'm trying to see if we can see. There you can see it. It does. Every single one I've tried does that. That when because they have a tendency to dry up a little bit. They're not very old at all. They only about summertime last year, so they're not even that old. So unless you use it every freaking day, you have to worry about it. But they are pretty though. So there. I do like the blushes though. The blushes are pretty. Okay. Now I'm just going to use, this is also from Dollar Tree. I'm trying to use this guy up. I don't have too much left. I have the stopper out because doe on it is not the best at picking up product. So then it's kind of, oops, hello. Alright, Tim. You're going to get a little dazzy. Alright. And these are not the best. It's like a very subtle highlight. This came out not last Christmas, but the Christmas before that. So I kind of want them out of my collection. Usually I just use them to the tea, then I just basically toss them in, scrape them, and throw them in that freaking lead jar thing. So there's that. It's a very subtle highlight. Okay, so anyways, oh yeah, I was going to use this guy too, I forgot. Because he's going to use as a lipstick. I'm going to use him as a lipstick. Okay, anyways, let me go into my lip pot, because it's more, what you call, just going to jazz that up. Okay, there we go. So the whole thing at the ItGore is basically kind of, like I said, stage. You're not going to be able to do whatever, because then they're basically saying that we are not good enough. And yet again, they're not. In my opinion, they're not good enough. They too judgmental, and that's all it is. They want to be like, say, hey, if you don't do X, Y, and Z, you're not good enough. Which, in a whole perspective, is basically, in my opinion, high school cliques. You know, whatever was popular at your school, a banana, a balloon. If you're not them, you're not the, what you call it, you're not the best. You're not the best of yourself. You're lazy. You don't, you know. And yet, the whole thing is kind of like, say, we are putting everybody's down and saying that type of thing. The whole thing of, okay, cool, you want to do better of yourself. That's fine, but don't say, oh my God, you're not that girl because you're not that type of thing. And yet, it's doing the opposite. Like, it's all perspective, like, oh, you want to do better for yourself, but then you're putting other people down. And I get some dipshits go, oh my God, do you do the same thing? No, I don't. I don't say, hey, I might do the Karens, because that's what they are, fucking assholes. I'm like, if you treat me like that way, I'm gonna be a bitch right back. You know, I don't have time for Karens. Not my type of thing. So I might just use this guy right here. It's kind of like a blushish. I got from Temu. Or they go, oh my God, you wear too much makeup. I would never do that. That's fine. No one gives a fuck. You know? No one gives a fuck you wear freaking brow gel and goddamn lip gloss. Or mascara, No one fucking cares. I'm like, do your own shit. And that's the whole purpose about the whole thing, is this, in my opinion, is kind of ridiculous, because everybody's just putting each other down, and it's nothing like courtesy of the people that have, the or higher weight than others, and they go, oh my God, you're too fucking fat. Get the fucking. I'm like, aren't you lazy? That type of thing. And shame on those people that do that, or they go to Walmart and they buy. It's like, say, one of these kind of weathers, which I've seen some people, assholes on TikToks, that they go to Texas. They're in, this one guy, he was in Texas, and he bought, I hope it was fucking AI, but who knows? You can't tell anymore what's AI and what's not. And everything. Oh, I lightened this powder just a hair bit. Just a little bit lighter than it was. I got tired of using that Makeup Revolution one. So I just dump it in there. So yeah. They go to, the dude went to Walmart. They bought 20 gallons of fucking milk. Okay, if you're gonna have a fucking freeze and your power's gonna go out, why are you buying 20 gallons of fucking milk? Like, here in my area, people were saying that they were buying meat. And they're predicting freaking, power outage. How dumb are you to buy fucking meat? Like, common sense. I'm like, don't buy shit that is gonna, like, if you don't have power, you're not gonna cook a damn fucking steak on the stove, Unless you do it that day and have leftovers, but still, it's still gotta store it somehow. Store leftovers, unless you all eat it in the same fucking day, which is not gonna happen. I'm like, I swear, people don't use their damn heads. But it was hilarious because people were buying here, they were buying at my store, they were buying candles and lanterns, and, stupid shit. Because, and it was like, oh, again, I'm like, oh my God, we could get a freeze one. We have no power for 5 weeks. Oh my God, I'm going to die. And I was like, holy fucking shit. I'm like, it's fucking Ohio. My bestie, she's hilarious. She's like, we live in a fucking one. I was either my bestie or one of my coworkers. Oh yeah, it was my coworker. But my bestie was saying the same thing when she was texting me. I'm like, we live in a fucking Ohio. What do you expect? Going to be 90 degrees at the end of January? That type of thing. I'm like, people just don't use their heads. And I was like, yeah. Kind of like my mom is kind of one of those, she believes everything that's online. I'm like, Mom, how long have you been in Ohio? All your life? So yeah. Kind of like laughing. I was like, what the fuck? And we got the snow what I thought we was going to. I was like, relax. We get maybe a tops 2 inches of snow, and that's how much we got. We get enough to cover the roads, enough to whatever, but not enough to basically. That's what we at right now. Enough to close down the fucking store buildings. Yes, kids will be not having school, but we all knew that. Here in my area, they closed the damn both kids don't go to school unless it's basically sunny and about 50. But yeah, I might get drops like into about 30 and they close the damn stores nowadays. For kids, I'm always like, really? Get your ass to fucking school. My mom always said this. My dad always talked about when he was younger, he has to walk to school. Alright, hopefully that's okay because the microphone's fucked up right now. But yeah. Alright, so let's see how well this works. Last time this thing did it, it went kind of psychopath on me. Alright. So now I'm just going to do some eyeliner real quick. These things are dickens to charge. Okay, same color eyeliner. There we go. Okay. Then I'm going to use lip out. So anyways, with the whole decor, it's kind of in my purpose. Dorcas, at best, if you wanted to call it. Just, yeah, see. But not even that. It's just kind of, what's the point? I'm like, we all have to do our shit. We all have to get up. We all have to make a bed. I know. I sleep in the couch now because these guys next door have parties all fucking day, and you can hear them until about 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't feel like being up to 3 o'clock in the morning. Go down through the crease a little bit. Keep moving my light up. But yeah. So basically, like I said, do you, that type of thing. If you want to be whatever, go ahead. If you want to do whatever you want, fine, cool. No one gives a fuck. No one cares if you want to do a stupid ass 20-step freaking hair routine, which again is ridiculous. We all do. Hi, Ozzy. Turn the water on, blah blah blah, go out, that type of shit. Yes, we all do it. So I'm trying to see what I'm going to use for my inner corner. Maybe that highlight. Ozzy poo. We all do it. So that's a highlighter from that other palette. So yeah. Oh, I got this cute little brown gel from Ipsy. I'm just going to use it for the hey. Not like I use brow gels anyways. Ozzy! Such a cute little full ball. Oh, ginger cats are so damn cute. What my Ozzy Wuzzy? You want to see camera? Because he's so damn cute. He's like, I don't like big boy. He's a big boy. He's getting huge. Alright, let me put some lip balms on and call this video a day before Ozzy goes psychopath on me. And oh yeah, I gotta do some mascara real quick. Alright, I guess I'll use that. And then charge that mic. Okay, there we go. Let's do a light coat, nothing too serious. yay. So there's that. I also need to set underneath my eye, which I'm going to use One Size Beauty from Patrick Starrr brand. I'm not a fan of him, but I like this powder. I got like a little mini of it. But yeah. Now I'm looking for my blush brush because just to go over a little bit. Yeah, like I said, if you don't want to do smoky eyes, don't do smoky eyes. If you don't want to do a full matte look, don't do a matte look. Do what suits you. Move this guy that way, you know, do whatever you fucking want. What I purposely love. I love my whatever. I love my eyes to stand out, my cheeks, you know. And people will be like, that's a clown. So are you. But yeah. Now let me grab my liner, my lip liner. I think whatever. So anyways, like I said, I got some Mary Kay samples, and I was thinking about getting that freaking lipstick. But do I need one? Not really. Okay. So there's that. Now I'm just going to put this guy on top of it. Silky Lip Cream by Be Pure. If you're looking for like a Tarte dupe, this is very similar. But not the goopy shit that we just hate. I love my hot pink lipsticks. Who fucking cares? Alright, so let me fix up the bronzer a little bit. And I guess one of you guys call it smoky cheeks. So yes, I like my eyes. I like my smoky cheeks. And I like being sleeping in. You know? We're not going to be that girl on TikTok Society or whatever you want to call it. Not going to happen. You know what? No one fucking cares. At the end of the day. Courtesy you if you want to go get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, do your coffee, make your bed, all that, I think you shake, fine. But don't come crying to us that you're freaking dead at 5 o'clock at 5 p.m. Alright. So yes, we do what we want. We live our life how we want. And fuck the other people that say, hey, we're not good enough. You know what? At the end of the day, they're not good enough. They're not good enough to do us because they basically do where they fuck they want. And we have expectations that we do what we want. Like, you know, we go to school, we go to, you know, get kids up ready. Me, I got 4 fucking cats that drive me freaking bonker butts. You know? I have time every so often to clean my damn apartment because I have to work every fucking day. So, realistically, I'm not going to be that girl. And I don't fucking care. No one fucking cares. I got fucking hair everywhere. But yeah, so I hope you guys like this video. Do your thing and oh, that's great. Yeah, I got one spot on my face that drives me nuts. That one right there. But yeah, and do your thing and who cares about where it says. Until then, I see you guys later. Bye guys.